Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. Cheers. Good evening, y'all.
Good evening.
Y'all.
Welcome
to Texas.
Fixin' to?
You were just singing, I've got miles.
Miles and miles.
Or that's the HEB commercial. So,
or miles and
what's
miles
happening,
of Texas or something
Lloyd?
like that. Hi, Lloyd.
AOC.
And Reed. And Wanathan.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. The
yesterday,
wind picked up. We got a big ass storm last night.
Yesterday was like, my allergies didn't bother me at all. It was like the first, I told you last night, I went to the gym. I didn't die hocking up a lung afterwards. Today, when the wind started, it went downhill very fast. So now,
just breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe. Breathe it in. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth.
Clear my throat. Beth.
Yeah, it's just part of life that
I'm the
comes
girl with the
at
crazy
you.
hair.
Julia's on.
Julia
Hola.
Gulia?
Julia Munguia. How are you?
Queen Julia. I like that, Reed.
How are you? Queen Julia here. Hell yeah. We've got some fun shit to talk about. So for work, we all go through this from time to time. We're like, I'm tired of work this week. Like
today was the longest freaking day
like
ever.
really, really tired of work.
Okay.
Right. And it's early in the year to be tired of work. Like to be this.
Actually, it's already April.
I know, but it's still, we're just a quarter
We're a
in.
fourth of the way through the year already.
And then I got home and I was like, all right, I had to work like immediately. I had to get back on my computer and I had to do BCAs, business case analysis, and do some shit for work. And I was like, I've been working on this one for, I don't know, 3 days straight. Due Thursday, gotta have it. Must be done. Fuck off. Everything's like super important to somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, oh, we've been telling you about this shit for...
We've been asking you about it forever. And
or whatever, right? Yeah. Like we give you shit. And everybody goes through something like this. So I'm not...
shit, I gotta reach out to the attorney. He's like, it's filing season, Greg. Damn it, that reminds me.
Oh, no, we filed for a extension.
Lloyd said, I better not be... I'm not allowed to be under the weather when him and Shorty visit.
No,
glass of whiskey, I'll be fine.
This is allergies.
Yeah,
this is
just allergies.
But I was like out back picking up sticks from the storm last night, like you mentioned.
Huge storm.
Yeah, big ass storm blew through, hail, fucking everything. I parked my truck underneath the tree. And
no damage?
All good.
Good.
All good.
I forgot to ask.
But I was like, that tree, there's a barn behind my house. Right? It's not my barn. Somebody else's barn.
It's more like a shed than a barn.
It's a barn. I've been in it.
Okay.
Remember, like years ago, I went in that thing. Anyway, I was like, oh, there's a tree from my yard. I was like, I get to play with a chainsaw.
Oh, Lord.
I was like, wow, wow, wow.
Glad I wasn't
Like, just a little, it's like, I got like an 18-inch chainsaw. I don't have a big chainsaw, but it does the job.
Why would you need a big chainsaw? If you're like a lumberjack?
If you don't know the job, you might need a bigger chainsaw.
Okay.
But my jobs are pretty small.
Yeah.
Right around the house, doing little things for the ladies around the neighborhood. You don't need a big chainsaw at that point.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're stupid. I'm ignoring how stupid it is.
So I chopped that fucker down and I was like, oh, this is why fucking Leatherface loved chainsaw so much. I literally said that to myself. I was like, Leatherface just loved it. Was a boy. It's a story.
But the difference is he was cutting into people.
But
Cheers,
it's a
by the way.
story. Cheers, you guys. Oh, yeah, well, okay, what's happening? It's a story. MC, what's going on? Gonna run to the corner store right on. I have to do that on a regular basis. It's a story about a boy and his chainsaw. He just never grew up.
No, he went crazy and he started cutting arms off. And he was like, what happens if I slice down the center?
Was it really?
Yes.
Or did he just have an affinity for chainsaws?
Killing people. An affinity for killing people. I'm not wrong.
I need to like curtail what I'm gonna say next.
No, then it probably if you think you have to curtail
Excuse
it,
me.
you probably shouldn't say it.
That's what I mean. I'm like, I'm just gonna stop there. But I understand where he was
You
coming
understand the
from.
thrill of slicing through something?
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying what I am saying is a chainsaw would do a good job. Except for the blood part.
Wow. There's always something.
There's always something that fucks with you, right? It's all good.
Always.
It's all good. I don't know. Tonight's story show's named Gen Z Happiness.
So here's what you can do, because Jen was saying that she needed to hire somebody to come cut her trees down in the back. I was like, just ask Greg, he'll do it. There's your additional opportunities to cut down some trees.
Am I gonna make some money off this shit?
Told her beer.
You just told her beer. Like how much beer?
I said, talk to him about some Coors Lights. He'll do it for you.
This is not wrong.
Yeah, I know.
This is true.
I know. If you offer random people to cut their grass, I'm pretty sure you would help out somebody you know.
Yeah. Before I didn't know them.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked about the neighbors who walk down the street, and I don't know them.
No, and you're like, I'll cut your grass for you.
Yeah, well, I was like, did I already tell this story?
Oh, Wooker's at the gym.
At the
Getting his jam on.
gym, nice. Get your gym on. I think I already did, but nonetheless,
you
gotta offer your neighbors help, man. It's like try and help your neighbors out.
William's going to the
Chicks
beer
out there
store
with the
too.
fucking weed whacker and shit. And you're like, and then she gave up a quarter of the way through.
I think
I'm
they
like,
finished it finally. It looks like it.
I think
Shorter.
no. I think this no.
I think
it
it's
just,
shorter.
Is it? Maybe
think so.
they hired somebody.
I looked at it real
Either
quick
way,
as I was driving
help
by.
your neighbors. Be a neighborly person.
Especially if the front yard looks like
The more you
the
know.
jungle.
So
So
today is the name of the show, and I think this is a good one. As people that, especially a lot of people that watch this show, I think are probably in their mid 30s, early 30s, mid 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that.
you mean that they're Gen Z?
They're Gen Z, or older, like us. We're old. Turn on your light. We're old as shit, right? So we've gone.
Watch your mouth when you're talking to me.
Motherfucker, you're old. You and I are both old.
Your light's not on, is it?
Yeah, it is. See,
Barely
boop,
see. Oh.
boop. See, that's how you do it. You just go get Walmart lights and you just make light out of things. This is your story.
It is.
Gen Z happiness. And I think this applies to a lot of people. So I'm not going to get on a soapbox about it.
No, but I have some comments too when I'm done. So
All right,
they're
let's
talking
go.
about the number one thing that influences Gen Z's happiness. And
So
you
Gen Z, the reason we bring it came up is 95 to 2010. Yeah, we're definitely not Gen Z. We're Gen X. We're early to mid Gen X. Beth's early. I'm mid.
I don't think I'm early.
Yeah, you are. You're 100% early.
Didn't it start like in the 60s?
No. Those baby boomers.
No.
Yeah.
Well, ask Siri. She'll
No,
tell you.
just go on with your story.
Well, you were the one flapping your lips.
Flapping my gums, as my dad used to say.
So that the reporter
Yeah.
or the author is a Gen Zer. So she
65
says,
to 80. Yeah, so yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, go on.
yeah, I know.
Author, go ahead.
The author is a Gen Z. So she starts off the
Jacob, what's up?
the story with, as a Gen Zer myself, I know that the generation can be pretty hard to decipher, but a recent survey may provide some insight about what drives Gen Z happiness.
Yep.
So a leading happiness expert, Arthur C. Brooks, partnered with Gallup and the Walton Family Foundation to survey 2,000, always 2,000,
Always 2000 when you have a survey.
Gen Zers from age 12 to 26 years old,
Okay.
and got a closer look at what makes them happy.
Mhm.
The 12-year-old probably said butterflies. 73% of,
Skateboarding.
right? 73% of Gen Zers consider themselves to be very happy or somewhat happy, the survey found.
That's a good thing.
Right. But when Gen Zs reach adulthood, 18 or older, we see those pretty big differences in the happiness. So it tends to drop once they get into adulthood. There's also a decline for members of Gen Z over age of 18 compared to those younger than 18. So
Yeah.
they're less happy the older they get.
Yeah, and that's because social media.
Well,
I swear.
I'm about to tell you.
Let's hear it.
Said feelings like life matters and your life has direction is what's important, is one person
Which-
said.
That is, for me, I read the article too.
Mhm.
That is a huge thing for me. as I got older.
I feel like that's a huge thing for everybody.
And it should be.
Yeah.
Like having some purpose and some direction.
Right.
Fuck yeah. That's like, are you making a difference?
Oh, and see,
But it's easy to be like, I don't really. A difference could be like in your kid's life, in your mom and dad's life, or
right.
your
Purpose.
just some sort of fucking purpose. You're not just floating through.
So what makes them most, what influences their happiness the most is their sense of purpose at work or school.
Yeah.
So this is specific work or school. Between 43 and 49 of Gen Zers do not feel what they do each day is interesting, important, or motivating. He suggests treating your happiness like an investment portfolio, investing in 4 areas. One of those areas is meaningful work. Brooks encourages people to prioritize work that makes them feel fulfilled, even if it isn't the highest paying role. Easy for him to say. Do it now while you're 23.
Like figure out what the fuck you want to do.
Don't stay in your job because it's good money at 23. Get the hell out and figure out what makes you happy.
Because you can make a lot of money doing something you fucking enjoy too. You can.
Yeah, no, totally.
If you invest your time and energy.
Yeah, if you make it a priority.
Yeah.
Let's see. David Spicer, a 23 middle school teacher who teaches English, says working in the same school system where he was once a student fuels his purpose. He enjoys being in a position where you can maybe address some situations that could have made for a better experience for you as a kid, whether you teach or whether it's your relationship with a student. Let's see.
All right. So I do have it.
Four major influences. Let me get through this part. So the top 4 drivers that influence the happiness of Gen Zers, the survey found purpose and meaning was number 1, which we talked about. Number 2, basic needs and security. Number 3, negative emotions and social pressure.
See,
happiness of there are 4 top drivers: negative emotions and social pressures. I guess don't make them happy, and that doesn't make sense though. Positive social connections.
All right. So going back a minute there. Like any generation, you find happiness in doing something that's like good. Like you feel something, like there's some sort of connection to it, right? Like I fucking took care of dogs. I did whatever. I teach school. I do those sorts of things. But on the side effect of doing some of those altruistic kind of fucking things is you make no money.
Right. So
like
that
money.
impacts number 2.
Right.
Basic needs and security.
Exactly. So you gotta be fucking smart about hey, we need teachers. Teachers probably should get paid more.
They should get paid a lot more.
Right. We have
at least the good ones.
Teacher across the street.
Right.
Or a retired teacher.
Right.
Right. And you go, fuck, man. No, I agree, because if you're gonna put your kid in one of those schools, like a publicly funded school,
you
want the fucking teacher to be good,
worth their salt.
Yeah, right. Like mine, I went to a little high school, little-ish, not like little, but little-ish.
Well, tiny compared to mine.
So you got to think through some of that shit, and it's like find your happy spot,
right?
And this is kind of going back to like people, especially people, Gen Zers and that are kind of like on the younger side. Like if you're already 30, you can do a fucking corporate or a job shift. You still have plenty of time. You can go to school and become a welder.
I kind of think you can do it at any point.
Not at like our age.
I could.
You know, we are deep in. The only reason you could right now and still be the way you are financially, like your mind is financially, you're like, I'm fucked. I'm going to work until I'm 30 or 50.
No, because I have, when I retire, I have my 401k.
That's what I'm getting at. You've already put in 25 years into a corporate gig.
Right.
Now you could go do something and you'd be like, I'm cool with making $35,000 a year.
And I'm just happy.
Now this is just spending money.
Right. This is my purse money.
Right. That's different than being like, okay, I'm 50.
And I don't have retirement.
And I'm not happy, and I don't have retirement.
If you don't have retirement and you make good money, you're kind of screwed.
That's kind of like you got to make a decision at the beginning, right?
So it goes on to say like basic needs like sleep and relaxation stand out as having a great influence on whether Gen Zs are happy. What? What do you say?
He just said, #fuck them vets is my purpose now.
Right. They also, in-person interaction are good for Gen Zers' well-being. Gen Zers who were the happiest are at least twice as likely to say they often felt loved and supported by and connected to those around them.
Okay, so that can be that's mushy as shit, right? That's
Well, they
gooey.
just like in
They
person.
so, but the other thing is this: is as a people leader or as a person that's been in an industry for a long time, like teaching people how to do things, just it doesn't have to be soggy bullshit.
Well, it depends on the
Huggy.
person.
No, if you're in a field where you're in the
If you're a
oil-
servant leader, you match that person's personality.
right, that's a great way to put it. But if you're in like the oil field, like Peter was, or something like that, and you're teaching somebody to do your job,
Right?
like, hey, you want to fucking lift somebody up by their bootstraps and like, or help them lift themselves up, right?
Right.
Dan says this, like, don't pull the ladder up behind you, right? Keep that ladder down, one hand up, one hand down, and always teach people. And I always try to do that. Not tooting my own horn, but that's the idea. Is like, I'm not
But
going to be around.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a step back. You do that really well with jiu-jitsu. You could never have been a people leader for a call center environment because you would have lost your mind. I would tell you the
Certain
stories that I had
things.
to deal with. You'd
Yeah.
be like, I don't know how you don't.
But that was also a long time ago, and I was a lot younger then when that happened.
I mean,
Hindsight's 2020.
I'm pretty sure you still have that spark of
Hate it.
toughen
Nope.
the fuck up.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're coming into a job, you got to do it, man. The whole thing that the logic of we've all been there, deal with it, logic, absolutely.
Yeah, but you can't really do that a lot of times.
But dude, like you're
You have to
talking
help them figure out how
you're
to.
talking. You guys know the firm we work for. It's like the people that are on the other end of the line
Right.
don't have time for your shit.
Well, I'm not
Because
talking about from that perspective. I'm talking
I
about
am.
like they bring their personal shit into work.
That's on top of it. Like we
And
need
you would
people
never have
on the
been-
fucking phone taking calls, doing the thing.
Well,
That's
but
your
you
job.
still have to have empathy
But you don't have
for
to
what
have
they're
that job.
going through.
Go get a different job.
See, that's not the right
Are
attitude.
you sure?
Yes.
Would I probably increase attrition?
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
I'm like, well, maybe this isn't the fit for you.
No, it'd be more like, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I would
Later,
never.
loser. Yeah, you would.
I would never
Um,
say something like that.
So, they just the connections and pride.
I
and-
agree. I think that's
but I think that's everybody.
100%.
Maybe they're.
I'm trying to connect to like younger people. I swear to God, it's like I'm trying to
Why?
do this because they are
kidding. I'm kidding.
the same thing. You're a dick. But the same thing of like trying to
I mean,
teach
we've already
people.
been told by people that we're worthless when trying to connect. We don't understand the younger generation.
That's why I'm trying to do this.
Fuck that shit.
We get comments. We get a lot of comments.
Listen, I
But I'm trying.
can appreciate the younger generation. That's where I'm like you, where I'm like, suck it up, buttercup. This is the real words. We're not on your mom's tit anymore. Let's get to work. Start working 40 hours. Quit worrying about the boyfriend.
50 hours might be a
and
thing too.
show some
Not
gumption.
4 days a week, not 32 hours, not like Europe. We're not Europe. We didn't become a powerhouse because we worked less. We worked more. We always outworked everyone.
And we still do.
We still do.
But
Sucks. Like, do I want to work 30 fucking hours a week? Goddamn right I do.
I wish, right?
But it ain't the reality.
It ain't what
of
it is.
But I agree. It's like
I mean, when I talk to you, I'm going to be sympathetic with you.
I want there to be.
Am I going to make fun of a group of people all crying about the same thing and it's stupid? Yes.
I do want there to be value in what I'm doing and be able to see the value. And there are a couple of like areas that I work with and I've worked with over the past few years that it's like their work goes, it's noticed, but it doesn't get like installed. And it's like our data scientists and stuff like that we pay a lot of money for.
And what about them?
Like they build programs or they build models and stuff
Right.
like that it's like, well, the firm just isn't ready for. And it's like, fuck. It's like,
Why aren't we ready for it?
because our infrastructure isn't
Doesn't-
there or we don't have buy-in from the right people at the right time.
Right.
And that happens a lot, dude.
Oh, well,
and
I
that's
told you.
fucking, but for me, I'm like, all right, shelve it. Let's move on to the next thing. Cool. But they have so much invested in that thing.
Oh, it's your baby.
It's their baby.
Listen,
I tell them to go develop it, and then they develop it, and they're like, "Here you go, dude. Check it out. It's the fucking best thing since sliced bread."
I've had projects where I've worked for months
and get canceled.
because people are idiots. Like
Fucking sucks.
this big job that I've been working on for this project, I've been working on for like going on 15 months. Was at the chopping block. Like this was possibly going to be stopped. And I was like, do you know how much money we've already spent and how much time between salary and IT budgets? You have spent a gazillion dollars.
Yep.
You need to at least try this.
And they won't.
No, we got the thumbs up.
But I've had
going.
them on the other side. But so to kind of go through some of the comments, right? Yeah, like salary. We're salary, but it also goes. It can go both ways. You could have a light week,
right?
Well, you're working 45 hours.
Or a light day.
Light day, potentially. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm not going to fuck off
meetings today.
But I can at least read my fucking emails.
Right.
But on the other side is I could also put in 60 hours. We make good money.
Yeah.
I'm not ever going to fucking say shit about that.
Nope.
But to people, to the younger generations than us, like she's put 25 years in. I'm at 22 years with the company. And you go, fuck, man, it doesn't slow down. And I swear to God, it's only getting faster.
Time?
Like, no, not time. Like the amount of work due in a shorter time span because technology is getting better and it's getting faster and things are happening faster. And that's what I said. Like I said, I got home tonight and I was like, fuck, I need you to find some stories.
Yeah.
Because I've got to go back to work.
Yeah.
As soon as I got home, I was like, I got to finish this whole fucking thing and try and get just some numbers out.
Right.
That I'm not even sure are fucking realistic. Right. So hourly is one thing. You don't miss hourly once you're on salary.
Wilkery said,
and I've been on salary for 15 years now, probably. And you've been on it for longer than me. I'm thinking once we hit our
I've been on salary almost like 18 years, 19 years.
Sometimes you get a phone out of it.
Wilkery said, my generation, we didn't get a phone out of it. We got service out of it, but we had to buy that damn phone.
That I broke.
Wilkery said average sleep for his generation is like 5 hours a night. What? He's young, right? Is Wilkery?
Yeah. Do you mind throwing your?
What generation are you?
Because I sleep about.
Bloom says you guys sleep. Yeah, but to a detriment. Like the other day, we were having a conversation how you kept bonking at jiu-jitsu, and I was like, dude, sorry, I'm going to be a wife for a minute. You're smoking too much. You're drinking too much. You're staying up way too damn late. You're not a teenager. You need to embrace the fact that you're getting old, and you need some of these things to minimize so that you can still kick ass against the 25-year-old in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that to be a reality, but it is a reality.
It is, yeah.
I tried to.
So you're a Zoomer. Is that a Gen Z? Is that the same thing? I think that's the same thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I try to like get on my sleep app. On my. Go ahead. You're not going to stop. Go ahead.
Go for it.
No, go.
On your sleep app.
You'll forget.
At your age, at a 24-year-old, it's just reality. I roll with people every night at jiu-jitsu or every couple nights.
24-year-old, I didn't need sleep.
You don't need sleep. I promise you. I'm 47. And
I'm fucking tired all the time.
And
I'm turning into Greg LeMond. I literally, sit on the couch and I fall asleep.
The second I put my ass on a couch, and I do not sit on the couch intentionally most often. Because I know as soon as I lay down, sit down on the couch, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I've always got too much shit going on. Is it a fear of missing out? Is it
no, you don't always have too much shit going on. You find too much shit to make go on.
Do. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of just relaxing.
It's one of those things. Exactly.
What was I gonna
see? Your app.
Oh yeah. So like excuse me. I've been reading a lot about how important sleep is, right? Like what the large role it plays from a health perspective of keeping your body healthy to like full functioning brain, right? And they do really say no less than 6. 8 is optimal for some people. I think my sweet spot is like 7 because I'm still just as tired at 8 as I am at 6, but 7 I'm good. But I have that stupid sleep app, and I struggle with using it and not using it because it always tells me my sleep score for the night is like 53.
And then you
I obsess about it.
yeah.
I'm like, this thing can't be right. It must be hearing Greg snore. Oh yeah, here's you snore. 4 hours and 53 minutes the other night.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It's absolutely you because you smash your fucking little nose
hate
thing
that
off,
thing. I'm gonna get the
and then you instantly.
implanted.
I
do not.
can record on my phone, and
You know how
I
I
can have
know if I snore, I don't wake up with my
You don't
lip
know.
stuff on. I do.
I can hear you from the living
system
room,
can
sister.
hear. No, you can't. You're so full of shit because I always fall asleep with my CPAP on. You know what happens is you wake me up and I realize I don't like it because
It's
you woke me up.
97 to 2012 is Gen Z.
97.
2012.
97.
I moved out to
I was
Arizona.
out of college for 3 years.
I moved
by
out
that
to
age.
Arizona in 97 and I started at Scottsdale Community College. I was 21 years old.
I don't think I could do 5 hours of sleep. I would drag ass.
Like the past 2 days, I've done like 5 to 6 hours sleep.
Yeah, silly.
Not even.
Going to bed at what, 2?
Falling asleep about 2.
So yeah,
And then
about,
getting up about
6.
6:45, 7, 6:45, something like that.
you mean waking me up at 6:45, 7? Because you can sleep. I don't know how you do it, dude. You sleep through that alarm. It's crazy to me.
It's an interesting thing, and I appreciate people that are still trying to fucking
Boom
work
said
hard.
the firm employees don't like it when you curse at them on the phone. No, if I would have been that IP, I'd have been like, sir, feel free to call us back when you can be more professional.
They don't.
Click.
Yeah.
I had somebody cuss at me one time, and I was like, oh hell no, I don't get paid enough money.
I remember up in Colorado when we were at that office, and I was a desk underwriter at that point, right?
No, were
Yeah,
you in
I was
Colorado?
a desk underwriter.
Okay.
I think maybe it was like a 50-50.
Yeah,
kinda
because you were
thing.
doing a lot with the wildfire stuff.
Right, but it was like a 50-50, and I had to take a phone call, and I was the last one on. It's like they scheduled it that way, like, hey, you're in the office late that night.
Yeah.
Late being like 7 or something like that. And I was on a call, and this motherfucker was screaming at me, right? And I don't put up with shit like that, like at all.
I don't
Like,
put up with that from anyone, much less somebody
and
I don't
told
know.
him, I was like, listen, sir. But I'm like top of my volume. I was like, if you keep yelling at me, I'm going to make you permanently unacceptable from this company, and you're never going to talk to anybody, and you're going to be on written correspondence only, which I did only a handful of times.
Right.
When somebody's like,
They don't even
threatening
allow that
somebody.
anymore. I don't think it has to go through a
No,
whole
yeah,
longer
yeah.
process.
But
now.
I used to do it to people once in a while. And a whole group of like this leadership group comes walking out, and they hear me talking to them. Well, I got a talking to the next day by my boss. And I was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, you don't get to talk.
more?
I was like, you don't get to talk to people that work at this company or me. And I was like, me, I'm fucking fine. But I was like, fuck you.
I mean, even as a manager, like if somebody had like a complaint and they wanted to talk to a manager, if they started getting brutal with me, like I had one guy that was like, I'm a doctor. I'm like,
It's like, I don't give a
yeah,
shit.
you're Dr. Dumbass, apparently. But and so I was like, sir, I can appreciate your education. That, however, is not helping this
It's not
situation.
pertinent
And
to
this
the
is
situation, you fucktard.
and so that did not make him happy.
I don't give a shit about your education, dude.
Yeah, your medical degree is not going to help you because you screwed up on your insurance.
Pay your bill, dumbass.
So-
Oftentimes you see rich people that just fucking don't pay their stuff.
Hey, so I was going to say real quick, Jonathan said that getting addressed by his rank weirds him out. You can tell them not to do that, sir. Just ask them not to call you by that, and they'll put it on your.
Yeah, I just say yeah.
They'll put it
it's
on your
easy.
file, so they won't.
Let's call you by your first name. You're like, I served 15 years ago
Boom
or
said,
whatever.
Stop fucking thanking me for my cervix. Instead
Just tell them. Just put it. They'll put a note on it. Yeah, I'd say you don't need to tell me that anymore.
Booker said, I hate getting only 40 hours of work in a week. I try to get at least 50. Was he? I like to have my Fridays pure overtime. I'm assuming that you're hourly, right? He's hourly.
He wants
He's hourly.
the overtime.
Yeah, he's hourly. That makes sense. Like for us, we get paid the same whether we work 30, 40, or 70 hours.
Doesn't matter.
There are some
I get called
companies,
up,
though.
but then again, I get called on a Saturday or I get called
I don't know
on a
how they do
Sunday
it
for
because if you
shit.
work a holiday, though, you do make time and a half.
I don't make no.
In a
I
staff
don't-
position, you do.
I'm not in a staff.
I mean, as
position.
a not a staff position, in a salary position, you make time and a half if you work the holidays.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Legally, you have to.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
You don't work holidays, so why
That-
are you?
that's
why
also
are
the
you
other
arguing
side.
about
I'm
this?
like, I don't
But if
make
you
anything.
if you had happened to
What
work a
happened?
holiday, you would have gotten time and a half, which I don't understand how I
Justin,
could do
what's up?
that for a holiday, but not for the extra 30 hours I put in.
Julia said women also need much more sleep because we also the whole different hormone. No, hey,
The what
that's
now?
part of it. A different hormone cycle and indoor plumbing really fucks us up. I agree.
Wait,
But you know
girl.
what? But the aside to that is right. The bullshit logic that you want to. It's the equal pay.
Wait. You better slow your fucking roll.
I'm just putting
Better
it up.
slow
there.
your
I'm
roll.
not saying anything that you don't need more sleep, and you absolutely do.
Don't even bring pay into needing more sleep.
But the time and hours. That's
No.
I'm not saying
There are plenty of men that make
that.
way more money than a woman in the same position working the same hours.
It's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
Okay.
It is not true. It
Okay.
is. They've proven this.
Okay.
It is not true.
Okay.
What you're going after is a study that was done that says you make 73 cents.
You're arguing with
on
me
a
isn't
dollar.
going to change my mindset, and my arguing with you isn't going to change your mindset. So let's just let it go.
There's an old bullshit study that was like 73 cents on the dollar, and it's not true.
Okay.
It's just not.
Okay.
Want me to prove it to you?
Greg. Okay. You hear the words okay.
No,
Move on.
I can see those eyes.
You don't know my face.
I'm gonna shake your fucking face against the wall. I'm gonna get that chainsaw. Where's that Texas chainsaw?
No,
master?
and Julia's not wrong. And here's the problem.
No, I agree.
When
100%.
women
Like,
start to
just
get
women-
older and they go through menopause,
guys go through menopause.
well, only you because you cry at everything. But it's even worse because now you have your hormones changing. Your body's doing
You just
weird
randomly
things.
cry when somebody gives you
Oh, I don't cry.
feedback.
Come on, I don't cry. I never cry. Only time I cry is when I get pissed off.
She just randomly tears up when somebody gives her feedback. Is it okay?
No, I was angry. You're so insensitive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not, dick.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not at all.
Then I don't believe you about your stupid fucking study. How about that, Bambles?
No, this is true.
But it does. I mean, the older you get,
There's at least 2,000
I never
people.
have understood how people say the older you get, the less sleep you need. Because so far in my livelihood, that has not been
That's
that
just
has
a
not been
timing
what is happening.
situation. It's a timing situation.
I'm like, what do you mean the 75-year-old only needs 3 hours? I don't think so.
I don't think that's I don't think that's the case. I think because you start dipping out like fucking Biden, right? You start going. You just have like a fucking 1 second sleep. And I think is that narcolepsy maybe.
I think that's
But
what's called.
whatever, you're getting sleep, right?
It's not good sleep.
It's still sleep.
MC said, LOL, my mom refuses to wear her CPAP, so my dad sleeps upstairs. 5'4" slumberjack. That's hilarious.
My wife,
I can be pretty bad.
she
Before my
she
CPAP, I was
tries.
way worse. So they have this.
I
don't
can
know-
tell when she gets irritated because I stay up a couple of hours later than Beth.
I get irritated with what?
Like your CPAP, and I'm in the bed. I'm in the living room, and I know I'm like, oh, here we go.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm not trying to be mean. Like, you are very sweet when you come in every night. You kiss me goodnight.
Yep.
But that wakes me up, and then I realize that I'm like hot around my face because that stupid CPAP. And so then I ended
She
up
literally falls asleep like instantly. The girl, like, I could smack her on the ass, and she would be like, oh, and I go,
yeah, that's why trying to wake
You
me up
fall
for
asleep,
sex never
like,
works because
no.
I'm like, here later. But it's not that I don't fall back asleep. I've just noticed how uncomfortable I am with the CPAP because I woke up briefly for 3 minutes.
no, it was like 7 seconds.
No, it's a little bit longer than that because I see you
You
play with
wake
your
up
phone.
later. Anyway,
But
we're not
anyways,
gonna
so
bicker
I'm
on
gonna
TV.
why not? We do all the time. I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna look into getting that implant. Then
Okay,
I won't have to sleep with a CPAP.
I don't believe it.
Believe what?
It's like a COVID shot. It's gonna fucking end up killing you somehow.
Well, sleeping without my CPAP's gonna end up killing me somehow too. So
True.
sticks one way, half dozen the other.
You guys want to talk about the moon? Do you know what the moon is made of? You ready? Grab your headphones. This is a headphone worthy. Since I figured it out last week,
Big brain hungry.
I figured it out. We have to watch. What the fuck is this chick's name? It is Representative Jackson Lee. So this is the original statement that she made. She was at a school talking about the eclipse. Okay. Honey, put your
I'm
headphones in.
trying. I was reading Julia's message.
So she literally says to,
Who is she? I'm sorry.
she's a representative, like a state rep.
Okay.
Okay. She's also batshit crazy.
I was going to say, as a state rep, am I going to be embarrassed for
You
her?
ready?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to take the opportunity just to come out and see a full moon is that complete rounded circle, which is made up mostly of gases.
The moon.
And that's why the question is why or how could we as humans live on the moon? Are the gases such that we could do that?
What the hell is she talking
The
about?
sun is a mighty powerful heat that is almost impossible
No.
to go near the sun.
What?
The moon is more manageable, and you will see in a moment, or not a moment, you'll see in a couple of years that NASA is going back to the moon.
Holy fuck. And she's a government employee.
Do you think that her...
She's an elected official.
Do you think her team was like cringing on the side?
I don't know.
Have you guys, there's a movie, and I actually have it down on the DVR about
The stupidest people on the planet.
No. Remember, it's that the moon is getting ready to crash into the earth, and so they're trying to figure out how to fix it. And there's one guy saying it's not, it's hollow. There's machines.
Oh, that
in
hollow earth. Yeah.
I mean, that makes more sense than what she's saying.
It literally does. What she just said,
Is
it
the
makes
moon
more sense to
Is
the
gases. gases.
hollow moon theory it makes more sense. I was like, it's made of fucking cheese makes more sense.
I mean, has
So
she never
now-
seen it?
So now she's all pissed off.
And it's a full moon,
The
fully
full-
round
It's
moon.
a fully round circular moon when it's full and stuff.
No.
So now she's pissed off about I gotta find the right story. About the repubes
Everybody's like, the
giving her
fuck?
shit, right? You guys, you hadn't, if you hadn't heard that, like go back and listen to it. So social media,
She's what? What about the Republicans is wrong?
she's all pissed off at the Republicans now.
Why? Because they
Because-
think they spurred
Because
her.
they're dunking on her because she's fucking retarded.
Listen, you say stupid things, people are gonna think you're stupid.
Like that was the one that I
That-
should have pulled that fucking clip from like Happy Gilmore.
I don't
Or no,
know.
Billy Madison,
Which clip?
which is we are all now stupider for having listened to you. That whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Social media users trash rep Sheila
Oh,
Jackson.
Moonfall. Yes, thank you, Jacob.
She's a Democrat
is good.
in Texas. After
Oh, that's embarrassing.
she turned her gaffe about the moon being made of gases in quotes into a slam of Republicans on social media on Tuesday.
because the Republicans made the GIF
The gaffe? No,
or the gaff. but-
she made the gaffe. She's trying to turn it back over. Reacting to the backlash she received for telling school children that the moon is made of gas ahead of Monday's eclipse, the lawmaker said that her Republican critics are hounding her because they have a lust for stupidity.
Well,
If they have a lust for stupidity,
hounding you,
fucking idiot,
if they're hounding you, it's because you did something stupid.
you're the stupidity that they're lusting after.
This crazy broad. That's what MC said. This
Holy
crazy broad.
fuck, right? So she gave a speech at Booker T. Washington High School in Houston on the day of the eclipse, telling an assembly, you guys just heard it, I don't need to read
I
the whole
wonder
thing.
if the kids were even like, "What the hell?"
Like the moon's made of gas? Like what kind of gas? Can we pump it?
Jacob said, "Have you seen the video where the
Excuse me.
Georgia congressman talks about Guam tipping
Flipping over?
over
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
put
yeah.
too many military members on it?"
These motherfucking people are just,
Why would it flip over? What's his theory on that?
because it's fucking out there floating.
It's not attached to anything.
It's not attached. No, it's just a fucking floaty little thing. It's like being in the pool and just putting a floaty.
He's pretty.
We should reenact it once our pool. We're getting our deck on Monday.
starting to build it. Yes.
Starting to build the deck. We're gonna recreate that in our
Bye.
above ground
Extra
pool.
money.
In our above ground pool, we'll recreate Guam flipping
Well, Grace
over.
said maybe just a ball of farts is what the moon is.
The lawmaker's speech went viral on social media due to its scientific errors, which became all the more notable in light of the fact that she was once the leader of the House Science Committee's
Wait.
Science Committee's space subcommittee. He was in charge of fucking space stuff.
Well, that explains a lot.
Jackson
about
Lee
the government.
responded to Jesus Christ, right?
Maybe she was drunk. That would be even. I mean, it would be better for her to have been drunk and open her mouth and say stupid things than to actually be sober and say
probably
stupid
would have
things
been
and
better.
have had that position.
You probably nailed it. It probably would have been better if she got a DUI after that. It would have explained some things. You got a lot of explaining to do,
You got a lot.
Lucy.
Linda.
Lucy,
Linda.
listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
You got a lot of explaining to do,
Well, not-
Linda.
You're talking about the movie. I'm talking about the little kid that says that.
Yeah, same thing. Doesn't matter. So
The
in the
Earth
next
is moon-
post, she said,
And then Jonathan
obviously,
said the Earth is moon shaped.
the
Earth is moon shaped.
makes sense to me. Fuck, I don't know the answers. She said in an X post, she said, obviously I misspoke. I meant to say the sun. But as usual, Republicans
No,
are
she said
focused on
both.
stupid things instead of the stuff that really matters. What can I say, though? Foolish thinkers lust for
So
stupidity.
she's trying to tell me that none of the Democrats thought she was stupid. I'm
Do you know how
sorry.
hot
I'm
it
pretty
is
sure
to get so
several
close
of the
to
Dems
the
thought she was
sun
stupid.
that you can barely get close to
They were
the
probably
sun?
embarrassed for her.
You can barely get close to the sun, honey.
I mean,
Why can't we look at the sun? Because it's so hot. It burns your eyeballs.
you can only look at it when it's big.
And then it burns your cords and rods and stuff. Your rods and cones burn up. They burn up in the atmosphere. Jesus Christ. It is the dumbest thing I've ever.
Okay, Will Gree said something that I have to see if it's true. Y'all see the Mexican broadcast that showed someone's nuts instead of the
All right, you
eclipse?
ready? We're just going to jump straight ahead to that. That is a picture of nuts. I was going to save this one for a few minutes, but yes, I have it.
Why are they so red?
So this is a blurred out image because I can't find the actual real one.
Yeah.
This is just a clip from it. It comes in. Okay. So
Okay, so did the broadcast do that or somebody tricked the broadcast?
No, on the broadcast, they hit the wrong button. Right.
Why do they have a picture of balls to
But-
begin with
but
for their newscast?
That's what I don't know. So can you see to the right of the nut? There's like
is
some,
the nut really red?
the nut's red. I think they're having a vasectomy here.
Okay.
Can you see the little hairs
Yes.
dangling off the right hand? That's like the inside of the thigh. So they're doing like an eclipse thing. The eclipse is
They hit the
happening,
wrong button.
and somebody hit the wrong button.
Somebody got fired.
And you see it like wheel in across, and it's like bring, you know what I mean, like a newscast,
Right?
and it's that, and then instantly it goes click, and it's off, and the girl is like, oh my
I
god,
would have started laughing.
holy shit, dude, yeah, it was. I think she was like, because I think she knew what was coming,
Right.
but it was
She
during,
thought it was going to be the eclipse, but she knew that picture was
but
there,
it was
so she knew.
during it, yes.
MC said, "I'm embarrassed for her. I'm grandpa, and I'm
Solar
I'm
eclipse
grandpa hates
coverage,
her.
ballsy broadcast. Mexican station airs testicles on live TV. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ these balls do not belong to Tommy Lee, which is good. We're told Tommy Lee had, in fact, posted his video, social, whatever. That's all I got. That there's really nothing else that I can find on this story other than it just got fucking blasted across all of Mexico
I mean,
on their like #1 news station that was broadcasting because it came across Mexico.
it's not going to hurt their ratings.
No, it's funny as shit.
If anything, it'll help their ratings.
Funny you brought that up. They call I
Justin said, "Bad game of whack-a-sack."
I literally named it Mexican Eclipse. The in my
Oh, that's funny.
so glad you brought that up. Pretty funny. Hell yeah, heels yes.
I usually nut in Mexicans.
Alto.
Stop.
That's what it means.
No, that means stop.
That's what I said. Alto.
I know.
Alto.
I know but I know the story. That's why I'm telling you to stop, not because
Alto.
the word means stop.
Alto. Someday, if you're around, I'll tell you the story. Not my story. It's somebody else's story. Story from long ago. It cannot be shared
Wilkery
on.
said, "I only show the nuts because what's above is disappointing to some."
Okay. We went on a cruise, a Drinking Bros cruise. Remember Grizzly Forge, the big dude? Yeah, you do. I'm going to refresh your memory, your memories. We went on the Drinking Bros cruise like in 18,
September of 2018.
September 2018. So everybody's shit-faced hammered, and they're doing all the shows, and they're getting drunk and doing all the stuff, and
Fall asleep
Danny
on the
and
floor.
fucking Matt and
Yeah. Okay.
Jared
Go
doing all
on.
the
What's the point?
Last night there, Ross cuts his hair off, or has somebody cut his hair off, right? And it's going hard, right? And they start bringing people up on stage, kind of thing. One girl has a butt plug in. Boyfriend
On the cruise.
on the
Okay.
cruise.
Yes.
Boyfriend has the fucking buzzer for it, right?
I was like,
She leans over, doesn't show the crowd, but shows them. They're like, oh my God, yeah, it's there. But a dude on that,
oh, I know who you're talking about.
dude makes knives. I mentioned it just a minute ago. He comes up and he goes, I can do this magical thing. And Beth and I are pretty close to the front, but it happens over on the
I just
other
remember
side.
closing my eyes.
Yeah. The man could take his entire ball sack, and he's a big man, big man,
Stretchy balls, apparently.
stretchy sack.
Yeah. Okay.
And he could take his entire sack and lift it up to his belly button and cover everything.
That's weird.
Everything. I've never seen that. I can't.
I
do that.
didn't because I closed my eyes. I was like, I do
can't do
not
that.
need to see this.
Yes, he does, Will Cree. He makes amazing knives. But I've never seen, it was like a beaver tail that like flopped up and covered everything and just like covered.
Here's my question.
He just
How
pulled
did he
it up.
figure out he could do that?
I don't know.
Do you think that one time he went up kind of high and he's like, oh, wow, that didn't even hurt. I wonder if I can
Like
go
it's
up
kind of
higher.
like somebody that has like
I
stretchy
wonder if I could go
elbow
up higher.
skin or
I
something
wonder if I
like
could go
that.
up higher more. And he found it, finally
And
found
he
his stopping
literally was
point.
able to, he literally
And
grabbed it from both sides.
He keeps
and
doing that shit. He's going to have the saggiest balls when he's 70 years
he's
old.
definitely a dude that's like he needs one of those athletic supporters.
Yes.
Just on a daily basis. Because his balls, when that motherfucker poops, he needs a deep toilet. Like one of those real deep toilets.
Or just a towel
Just to dry his
to
nuts
dry his
off all
nuts
the time.
off when he's done.
I've talked to Peter about this. Do bidets have the air dryers on them
I
nowadays?
think so.
Or is that like you have to have a whole
No,
toilet
I know there's some. No,
system?
I know there's some that do have.
Because ours
dryers,
aren't
but I
that
don't-
deep when you really think I'm short as fuck, dude.
I don't know if the ones that you can put on your existing toilet have air dryer. You should ask Ian.
We should probably ask fucking a man.
Who?
Fucking Grizzly Forge.
No, you have somebody that lives across the street. With
Does he have one?
bidets. He's like 2.
No.
One
Really?
when there was no toilet paper.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't
I
listen.
pooped at their house too. I never knew it.
You did?
I had to when I was watching the dogs 2
That's
years ago.
embarrassing.
It was 2 years ago. I also fell asleep on his couch one time.
I
You thought I
know.
was cheating on you.
You were gone for 4 hours.
I fell asleep on the couch one time.
Imagine that.
They were at Disney. I was watching fucking Top Gear with the dog. I'm like, oh, me and Seamus just chilling. You come over, you're all mad. I've been looking for you for hours.
Well, you weren't answering your texts.
Because I was asleep on the couch. He has a comfortable couch, and his dog is super cute. Or was. He's dead now.
Or what did it say? It said, one said boredom, one next on the couch. Any man who could do that would find out. That's funny.
What's that?
Any man who could do that, what Grizzly does, would find out he could do it.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. It's like dudes just poke and prod themselves all the time. Like, how much skin do I have on my arm? Like, some people are just super, like,
Stretchy.
stretchy. But your ball sack, bro? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that begins.
Just read
Dude,
Justin.
know what he's at. True story. When I was a teenager, I had a pair of shorts that had a hole in the pocket. Used to put my nutsack out the hole in the pocket and say it was gum. Oh, no. Very similar. I understand gum on pants. Like gum on pants. My buddy, the runner one.
Okay.
Phoenix.
Yep.
He used to fuck with people because we had big house parties and shit like that living at the beach.
Mhm.
He would unzip his fly
Mhm.
and just pull his ball sack out and be like, hey guys, I got some gum. And he would get people all the time.
I don't get boys' humor.
It happens.
I mean, honestly, sometimes I just don't get boy humor. I'm like, You and Travis and Ian will
I'm
be
glad
cracking
it wasn't
up.
just us. Come on, pants, man. It's fucking
You, Travis,
hilarious.
and Ian will be cracking up, and Selena and I will be looking at each other like, "What was funny about that?" I mean, honestly, she and I are like, "I don't get it."
You guys didn't do anything like that? Nothing fun? What the fuck did you guys do when you grew up?
Fun. It just didn't include pulling my balls out.
Well,
and
that's a fucking good thing.
I don't know what I mean. Girls,
Like a nipple through? Nipple on
I was a
pants.
good Christian girl.
See? You never took any
Kept
chances.
it Christian my whole life till I
You
met
never
you.
took any chances in
It's
life,
not true.
Castro.
Well, I took plenty. They didn't always work out. So I stopped
HPV is
doing
not
them.
a chance.
HPV is not a chance.
You don't want to take that one.
Well, I'm too old.
No.
You're too old.
Maybe.
Mm-mm.
Bartender, I need your
are.
perspective on this one because I think this guy's awesome.
Okay.
All right. We've all seen well, not all of us. Some of us have had better or worse experiences at bars. And sometimes the bartender will catch you and take care of you, and sometimes he'll just throw you the fuck out.
Say that again. He catches you what?
Takes care of you. Like
Oh.
make sure you're good.
On your drinks.
Yeah, your
Okay. That
drinks.
you're set
like-
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, bro, I'm not throwing you out, but
Oh,
be
okay, yes.
good,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna throw you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this gentleman,
Okay.
and this is for the ladies out there, more along the line. Bartender branded as a hero. I wouldn't quite call him a hero.
Okay. Well,
It's just
tell us the
doing a
story
good thing.
first, and then we'll
After
figure out.
giving girl a note disguised as a receipt. And why I did it. So
Somebody
in
put something in her drink.
not quite.
Okay.
Not quite. This guy is a barman. Max Gutierrez was bartending on every it was just bartending that night. The server dresses in a patterned, so it says the server dressed in a patterned Hawaiian shirt was
Obviously
this
in the
dude on the
picture,
right,
Right.
was pictured alongside a very happy woman named Trinity Alley as she thanked him for saving her evening. Max was serving at a venue in St. Petersburg, Florida, as Trinity and her friend were being harassed by some strange dude. This man was harassing me and my friend, and the bartender passed a note to me, acting like it was my receipt. Legit type of bartender everyone needs, she said. The bartender in a photo she posted, it actually says what it was read.
Okay.
And it says, if this guy is bothering you, put your ponytail on your other shoulder and I'll have him removed. He's giving me the creeps.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's great.
That's how I feel about it too. Because it's like next step is
If he
dude's
wasn't-
dropping a little tab of fucking whatever it is.
I mean, he could also, I guess, I don't understand the point of the note versus just saying, "Hey, is this guy bothering you?"
I think it was just to
I
be
can get
kind of
I can get the bouncer.
cool, maybe. But the other side of it is,
The guy might
I know
come
a
back
bunch of
and-
guys,
Yeah.
and it's like a lot of dudes are just socially awkward as fuck nowadays, right? Especially after COVID and all
Yeah, but
that.
awkward and creepy are two totally different things.
What's creepy to you and what's awkward?
Creepy is like awkward is you don't like.
You just socially.
Yeah, you're just like
you don't know what to say.
You get so nervous, you say silly things. You know, creepy is he keeps just looking at my boobs and my mouth, and he's never made eye contact with me once.
Boobs in your mouth.
Yeah.
You get that?
Oh, I don't pay attention.
You're like, I'm too old for this shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Fucking-
I don't get
Lethal
hit on at
weapon.
this age at all anymore.
No, I hit on you all the time.
Well, yes, baby, but
I can hire people to hit on you.
no, thank you.
Like a band of midgets.
A band of midgets. That might be fun, actually. But so like he's looking at her. Creepy is like he's looking at her.
Like creepy is like I'm gonna
He's
steal
looking at
her.
her in a way that is inappropriate.
Like I'm gonna bring her out to my little van.
and maybe the words he's saying is like, I sure would like to know what those lips feel around. This is in my books. This is why I know this line. I sure would like to know what those lips feel like around my dick. That's creepy.
Yeah, I don't look at people like that. I see where you're going with that, but
Yeah, that's creepy.
if that's
In the wrong
your-
setting, that's creepy. The right setting would be is that you actually like the guy, and you've been
Right, so
you've been giving him innuendos.
So awkward being like when I was in high school and I broke up with I'm a serial monogamist. Like I dated girls for fucking 3 and 4 years at a time. Never had like a rotating round of bitches. That's what they call them nowadays. rotating around.
Oh,
the
really?
pitches. Yeah.
Okay.
I read the internet. Gen Z told me about this. Right. But I never done that. And I've been with Beth for 18 years now.
Forever.
Forever. And yeah, like TJ tried to, he's like, go talk to those girls over there. And I was like, okay. And I just broken up, but I was still going,
Oh, yeah.
I
You
was still
told me
going
the
to
story.
Arizona State, right? And I walked around and I was like, I literally don't know what the fuck to say. Like I had
Awkward,
nothing.
but it would have been to walk up and been like,
Hey, ladies, can I buy you a formaldehyde? I don't know, drink.
I'm trying to think of like some of the things that I've heard.
A
Like,
drink with not drugs in it.
like I've heard a guy, it's not awkward, it's kind of cheesy, but
Good
somebody
point.
walked up to me and said,
Jonathan said, R. Kelly is awkward. Diddy is creepy.
they're both creepy.
R. Kelly just likes to pee on.
I had a guy.
He just fucked up and peed on it.
So awkward would be
12-year-old.
this.
Is that fucking up?
Are your legs tired? Because you've been running through my mind all night long. Okay, that's awkward. I had somebody say that to me once.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was before the internet.
That was
So they had to come up with that. They had to remember that
yeah.
on their own.
Yeah.
Like now there's apps for that. Like
well,
I just
in there one, there must be an angel missing in heaven. What is that one?
no, yeah, because
You're-
you've fallen or something
yeah,
like that.
something. There's another.
So, question for the audience out there. Question: If you're on Tinder or one of the dating apps,
I've never used a dating app in my life.
I've never either. It's because we've been married since fucking dating apps created. Should we create them?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I was like, I'm not looking for a hall pass.
I mean,
Only
that's
with-
just playing with danger.
Only with that one chick, the actress Diager.
Oh, yes.
No, the super nice boobs.
Yeah. She got awkward as she got older, though.
True,
Like, I don't like her voice
whatever.
anymore.
I don't need
She's
to
in
hear
the-
her talk.
She's not as cute as she used to be.
She is.
Really?
my mind-
in that witch show, you thought she was super cute?
In my mind, from the fucking
Discovery of Witches, she's not that cute.
take my chances.
I mean, you could still just look at her boobs, which they do a great job of showcasing her often in a bra.
Yeah, that's the whole point of
So,
her act. Anyway, do you guys have a pickup line that you go? Is it like a go-to?
God, please tell me no.
Because all right, Jeff Dye, he's this comedian,
Okay.
right? And he was just on Drinking Bros maybe a few weeks ago, something like that.
Okay.
He's super. He's like, I don't give a fuck about anything.
Is he good looking?
Google him real quick.
What is his name?
Jeff Dye. Jeffdy. You're gonna be like, yeah, he's a good looking dude, right? I think you're gonna say he's a good looking dude.
DYE?
Dye. Yeah. Just find a picture of him, and you're gonna be like, yeah, he's a good looking dude. Anyway, he was basically.
He's aight.
Let me see.
He's
Which picture?
aight. There's several, like, there's some
He's
better
just
looking
a
than
good looking
others.
dude.
Yeah,
he's not a
aight.
bad looking dude. He's like a 6 fucking foot, but he's funny as shit, and he's like very doesn't give a fuck about being PC, which is important.
Now, right
nowadays.
there, he was pretty damn hot. He
But
needs
it's
to grow his hair back
important
out.
nowadays, right? Because he's like, I don't give a fuck. But he was talking about that, and he's like, so how the fuck am I supposed to meet somebody that basically tells me that this is what it was?
Wait, use your words. That makes
I
no
know.
sense.
That he goes, oh, the chick says, he's like, how are you doing? You're doing good. Oh, you're too bland. Blocked.
You don't want to talk to her anyway.
Hey, baby, you have a nice ass. Oh, you're too forward. Blocked. He's like, where in the fuck do we fit into this? How do we?
Well, it depends on where you're doing
So
it,
he's like,
too.
fuck everyone.
It
Right.
depends on where you're doing it, too.
And he's rich and famous now, so it doesn't really matter.
If guys are doing it in a bar, you're not really going to be meeting anybody. There are a few people that meet their love of their life.
Oh, yeah.
Their
But
soulmate
even just
at a bar.
hookup.
Well, that's where you just
You got
go
to
in
at
and
least
be like,
have a hookup.
if she doesn't like you just talking to her and she thinks that's boring, you don't want to be with her anyways because she's probably a freaking
Dude, that's
bed.
why guys are giving up. Like giving
No, it's
up.
because guys are babies.
No, they're not. No. Why should a dude have to put up with all that bullshit?
Well, you don't if you talk to the right girl.
There was another thing this chick and this dude went through and did the fucking math on it. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'll find it for you and I'll play it. I'll show it you later. This girl pretends that she puts $980 into every fucking date she goes on, right? Because she lists out all the products that she buys,
Well, that's on her. That's not on him.
all the products, right? Like the blow dryer costs this much, and this costs this much, and this foundation costs this much, and this.
So what does
costs
she expect? The
So she-
high end
so she-
date because
yeah,
of
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, that
So
he needs to kick
what,
that bitch
what that
to the
motherfucker
curb.
did, what that motherfucker did, it was amazing. He goes through and he goes, per application on every single fucking thing she put on her face, and put per application. It's like 1 ounce of this, a quarter ounce of this.
She don't know how much she puts on there. That's the ridiculous thing.
Well, no, but on the bottles, it says per application, it's this much.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. They
Go
always
look at my makeup.
So okay, maybe he even estimated like a quarter ounce, like 4 dots of base, right?
Okay.
It like that bottle might have cost $90, but 4 dots.
$90 for a bottle of.
But whatever, I'm
Base,
just throwing
holy
that out there. I
crap.
don't know if that's true.
Said the girl who doesn't wear base.
It was the equivalent of what her math was of like $900 to $1,250,
Yeah.
and he said equivalent to a fucking like a
Dairy
small
Queen.
Big Mac meal.
Dairy Queen.
Like eat shit. You're not that fancy.
Listen, it
Dudes-
doesn't matter what you spend to go on the date to get yourself ready for the date.
Yeah.
That has nothing, that hinges on nothing for the date.
Right.
That's all about your upkeep and what you require.
Listen, bitches.
Don't date high maintenance girls.
Dude, I was gonna say, bitches, dumb your asses down a little bit. Bring it down to
Or
dude
find
level.
a person that's made for
Like,
you and
a
not
guy ain't gonna make you. There's others. Have you seen all the dating bullshit like stories out there?
No, I don't even look at social media.
It's
Why would
hilarious.
I know any of this?
It's hilarious because they like there's fun things.
And then I get embarrassed for people.
No, there's fun things about like ladies that are like street interviewed, right? And they're like, how much do you think a dude should make, honey?
Doesn't matter.
Because you're a normal human being.
Well, it doesn't
God
matter.
damn it. If you were a Florida woman, you'd be like 150,000, 200,000. Easy.
Well, you better be a highfalutin piece of ass.
These are not highfalutin pieces of ass.
And you ain't gonna get 150,
What would be a
200,000.
typical dinner for like I die, you don't get any money.
Dude, I like going to Chili's.
See, Beth is the girl for me.
I have those places, but they're like one off. They're like birthday dinners or anniversary dinners, or we're feeling fucking fancy tonight because we drank too much. Let's go have an expensive dinner.
And we're like, oops, we spent $300 on dinner because Beth had to get a fancy bottle of wine. And Greg kept drinking his Coors Lights.
Oh, liar. You had drank that wine with me last time. But I mean, literally, I it's not the cost of something, it's the quality of something. And Chili's has decent food.
But I do like a fucking dope ass
Now,
steak.
if you're trying
Chili's
to.
ain't got that.
No, they have okay.
No.
So what's a dope ass steak? Like Ruth Chris? They do have delicious steaks,
They're
but they're a
good
little
steaks.
expensive.
But the fucked up part is as you get older, you just go down to the fucking meat market and
Make
you
your
get
own
like a
damn steak.
really good fucking steak.
For a eighth of the cost.
And you
of a
cook it on
steakhouse.
your own fucking smoker or your grill. God damn it.
It's
Now I
not
want
the price,
steak.
it's the quantity, it's the quality.
But
so.
that's the fucked up part about dating nowadays.
But young girls expect to be wined and
The
dined.
melting pot. Yes, the melting pot is an amazing
It's
place
so
that I've
expensive.
never been to. I always wanted to go
We did
there.
go one time. We went for dessert with Jody and her husband. Phoenix.
Really?
Jody, her husband, Esty. I'm trying to remember who else was with us. There was a few
Excuse
of
me.
us.
We went to.
Well, and then we had reservations one time for something, and we both were like, fuck that shit. We're not getting dressed up.
We'll do that.
We do that a lot, unfortunately.
I didn't like it that like if a bartender going back to the
Oh,
bartender.
Jonathan
story.
had a good one. He said, all the best pickup lines are taken. Are you? That's a good one.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty
Goddamn right.
good.
Let's buy some Wagyu steaks. Nope, that's what, Chris. That's where we are in life. I posted a video.
And they're so inexpensive at the meat market right down the
So
street,
I got
which
like
is
this
ridiculous.
I didn't get a Wagyu. They have Wagyu there.
You got delicious ribeye and a T-bone.
Somebody gave me shit. Like I just posted like a quick video. I made a fun little. I just posted.
Everybody's a critic.
No. Somebody's like, I'm out. No. Gas, comma.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
out because I threw him on the gas grill.
It was probably a Hispanic guy because most white guys all use gas grills.
No, or they use charcoal, and I'm like, ain't nobody got
No,
time
Hispanic
for that
guys
shit,
use
dude.
charcoal.
I know. White guys do too.
Charcoal takes too fucking
I do
long.
not have time for that.
No, because when I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Yeah, it was 8 o'clock in the night.
I'm
I
not
was like,
waiting
we
for
need-
that charcoal to
eat
get to the perfect
Fuck.
temperature.
I have gas. I have smoke.
And here's
I've
the
got
thing
everything.
that's funny because like I was completely amazed when we got those steaks.
Brand
'cause
new grill.
we
Fucking
got-
thing's still shiny.
We got two seriously delicious, huge steak. Oh, I ate the rest of it with I had a steak sandwich today.
Nice.
Two huge steaks, a thing of refried beans and Spanish rice, and it was $60. I was like, we never walk out of a restaurant that cheap.
No.
I mean, sometimes it's mostly because of alcohol, but
If you were to mark off all the alcohol, it still would be
more than that.
It'd be way more.
But
Gotta
I
pay
really
the
wanna
chef,
order a
man.
half a
Gotta
cow.
pay the chef.
Who's Jake Steaks? We want to order a half a cow too, but not from Jake Steaks.
Oh, Jake Steaks actually reached out to me.
For what?
They're a company that delivers. They drive around.
They reached
and
out to you
deliver.
for what is what I wanted to
If
know.
we wanted a delivery, like a big bulk delivery. But I'm like, see, the problem is we've got this amazing place right down the road,
You still got to cost it out though.
but it's a local meat market.
It is. We're providing. We're supporting local
So
business.
it's a
but
local business.
Where's Jake's? Isn't
Jake's. So I don't remember where they're out of, but he's been on
Drinking Bros?
Drinking Bros and stuff like that, and he delivers out
We
there.
did get that one box.
Oink box,
Oink box from the Chicken New York.
Oink box or whatever
And
it
it
is.
was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
But I'm like, dude, like we just got a place around the corner
Yeah.
that I just run over there, and I'll get like a big fucking.
Wilkery said he's reached out to him too, and Wilkery said he likes consistency.
Yeah, that's great. And that's what I like having about when you have a local, like an actual butcher shop, and like we get our Christmas fucking what's it called? Standing rib roast
yes.
there. We get all of our shit there.
And it's expensive. The rib roast is still
That's our most
expensive.
expensive thing.
But imagine with how inexpensive they are, how much more expensive it would be somewhere else. Anyways, like
But it's literally a mile
that's the
from
other
my
thing.
house.
She was like, I'm at a stage in life where I like nice things, but I'm super cost efficient on other stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll spend $4,000 on that purse, but I'm not spending $30 on that steak. That's a piece of shit.
Oh no, that's that's quality of life.
Yeah.
It's quality of life, guys. We all need to have better quality of life. Pay for the steak. Get a good steak.
Get your own steak and cook it.
And fucking burn the purse and warm the oven up with the purse.
Fuck that shit. Then they're fighting words.
And they're fine words.
All right. Well, shots. Yes, Justin.
Shots.
Justin knows.
Shots,
He
shots,
gets his
shots.
meat from there too.
So Jacob said the difference, Greg, is the meat that comes from Texas is good because the cows don't put on fat the same as.
I don't know that. I don't know where shots get their cows from, but they're pretty freaking delicious.
Maybe I'll try them out, dude. I'll give him a shot. If you think it's that way, Jacob, I'll give him a shot for sure. He texts me.
Oh, MC hit it perfectly.
What's that?
Frugal on BS, splurge on the treats.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give him a shot. I'll get an order of it and fucking tell you like it is. I ain't scared. All right, let's jump it into. We still have a whole shit ton of stories for.
Well, good thing is we have
Friday.
another show on Friday.
Yeah, we got a
so
whole
they
shit
won't
ton
go
of
to
stuff on
waste.
Friday. Real quick, want to throw this out there. I'm going to be recording tomorrow night with
Peter,
we're going to do Balding
are
the
you
Big
gonna do
Guy.
it live or record?
We're going to record it.
I really think you guys should start doing that live.
I really think we should start doing Balding the Big Guy live as
I think
well.
so too.
So we're going to do it via Zoom because I've got shit going on. He's got shit going on. He's out of town again this weekend recording for Black Rifle and all that stuff.
He's so busy.
Well, dude, Peter's doing some crazy shit, like the stuff he's kind of mentioned to me. You have to watch it on Balding the Big Guy come Friday morning. I'll post that show out. Aside from that, go out, check us out on iTunes, Spotify, and all those places. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. If you're not already, give us a review.
So on Tuesday,
last night.
yeah. Oh, today's only Wednesday, huh?
Yeah.
Again, the longest freaking
Last
week
night,
ever.
she
Was on Andrea's show.
Yep.
Um,
Andrea Up Late.
Yep.
Podcast, creepy ass fucking. Your notes are over there. You have to move those weights.
I was keeping the cat from knocking off.
I put those.
This is my notes.
Dude, yeah, it was a good. She said it was a longer one.
It
too.
was longer. It was really interesting.
What was it called? It was
It's narco Satanism.
Narco Satanism.
Yeah.
So normally
because it was in the 80s when there was DARE was really big, but then there's also the satanic panic that was happening.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's where that kind of that slur, that term,
It's not a
slogan
slur.
term. I meant to say
Slurm,
slogan and
slurm
term,
like
and it went
from
slurm.
Futurama.
It was really good. I think
Go
I
check
told you
that out.
last night that it made me. My parents wouldn't let me go to South Padre when I was in high school, and this happened right about
in South Padre?
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Right about the
I haven't had
time
a chance to watch
all
it
my
yet.
friends were down there partying, and my parents were like, "Hell
So
no,
go
you
check
can't
that
go."
out on
It was fun.
Andrea Up Late.
But she wants
on
me to
YouTube.
do, and we do, because we always try to get together every couple months. She's like, we should do a scary story. So I might need you to help me find a good
Oh,
scary
I can
story
find some
that
scary ones.
that's decent amount of time, longer than 30 minutes that we're used to.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
Just a boy and his chainsaw.
Just a boy in his chainsaw likes to cut
Just
through
a boy
things.
and his It's based on Ed Gein.
I know.
So
Say that every time.
do the whole story about Ed Gein.
We'll see. That's kind of we'll see.
Fuck, man.
That's where the part
What's
where
your
they're
feel
still
good tonight, honey?
So the eclipse. It was so much fun.
Oh,
because
because we had a fucking
eclipse.
small block party.
Yeah, eclipse.
like
And
4
you said
houses.
you were driving in from the vet, and everybody was outside. You
Mhm.
said all over the neighborhood, right? Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was cloudy, which was a little disappointing, but it also
It was
made it.
cloudy as fuck.
We didn't need those glasses, so we did get to see almost every phase, but just for
A second.
30
As
seconds.
like some clouds would pass
could
over and
see
like
it.
rotate through, you'd be like, oh shit, there
One
it
of
is.
us would always get.
Yeah. It was cool.
It was
And then it
cool,
got
and it
dark
was
as
fun. It
fuck
got
here.
really dark.
Yeah.
What there was so some astronauts aboard the International Space Station.
Do you need
Excuse
a
me.
clicker?
I will in a second.
Okay.
Orbited right past the solar eclipse Monday and grabbed some intriguing photos. I didn't think they were that cool. I think I have a cooler one to show in a minute. But the path of totality in the moon's shadow can be seen plunging in the northeast coast of the U.S. and part of Canada into
Plunge you
darkness.
right in that butthole.
Into darkness. Well, 7 crew members watched from space. So members of the Expedition 71 crew experienced the shadow, or umbra. I didn't know there was a name for it, moving across portions of Quebec and New Brunswick and the American state of Maine. So let me show you this cool picture.
Let me know when you're ready.
There's a few. Okay, go ahead. There's video, but it's boring. So you can see that spot is the, what do they call it?
It'll-
Umbra?
The conundrum,
No, it's called
the
Umbra.
cerebellum.
So that's that dark spot is the umbra.
Okay.
There's another. I'm going to show you.
It's kind of a
this one.
cool thing. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because obviously they weren't facing where they could actually see the eclipse.
I don't
but they could
understand how
see-
it's happening when the fucking planet's flat.
Shut up, stupid. And then my friend Leanne, somebody in her office, I don't know, it couldn't have been with a phone because it's too badass. Turn it off for a second. She sent this picture that somebody took from her office, and I was like, that is probably one of the coolest pictures. Okay, you can turn it back on. Of the eclipse that I saw.
Oh, that would they had to take that with a
Camera, right? I just love like you can see the flames coming off the sun.
No, they didn't take that picture.
Well,
That's
what-
from the Hubble telescope or something.
That's what somebody said that they got the
They're
picture.
full of shit. That's from Hubble
Anyways,
telescope.
can you not bring down this cool picture? Because
It's
I
an
don't care where
amazing
it's from.
picture.
I just like
It's
the picture.
probably
Stop. I'm just appreciating the picture.
Have you seen the pictures? No, I appreciate that. I understand where you're going with it. Have you seen the picture where somebody has like a tortilla in the background and they're moving an avocado across it?
No.
All right. And they're making it shadow out and it's just an avocado and a tortilla. It's fucking
That's
amazing. right?
hilarious. No.
Like some people they had like a picture of the sun and somebody had like a cast iron pan and then just ran up and put it in front and then like slowly walked off.
People are pretty creative.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
rad.
am not one of those people.
It's awesome. Damn it, Greg. It's all good. So mine is getting the pool installed on fucking starting Monday and
Getting the deck?
the deck installed on
Yeah.
Monday. I'm amped for that. We're gonna have some parties. If you guys are ever in the San Antonio
See,
area,
Jonathan
you
said
can
his
reach out.
friend took a similar pic with a 12,
100mm
so
fucking
it
lens.
can be done.
No, with it. That's not with a phone. Is what I'm getting at.
No, that might have been. I said I don't know if it was done with a phone or a camera. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
It
that
was
could
probably
be
with a
like a
a
1200
camera.
millimeter.
Not the really big one that I always
Yeah,
say I
it's
want
one
one
of
of.
those crazy ass ones.
Yeah.
So, yep. So that's ours. Some shit to watch if you want to watch a couple shows out on.
Yours is the deck. I'm sorry, we didn't appreciate
It's fine.
yours
No, it's
enough.
fine. It's fine.
I'm
it's
super
fine. I already
stoked.
mentioned it. Yeah.
What did I say earlier? So we are supposed to complete a document anytime we add anything,
So far, we don't. We haven't.
and we
don't
haven't.
document
And
anything.
I'm like, ooh, I think we're finally gonna get busted because they're gonna see the material being carried in, and someone's gonna narc us out.
We had tractors in our backyard. Who the fuck's gonna narc us out? You narc me out, I'll find you.
MC said she's showing us the gases we could use to live there. Back all full circle.
Mm-hmm. Love it. House of the Ninjas is a
Greg's deck in the summertime, Jacob said. Yes.
fuck yeah. You guys are welcome down.
With plenty of notice.
Just a little notice, just like a couple hours. That way I can
I mean, a little bit more.
at
than a
least
couple
sweep
hours.
the fucking floor and put up the dishes. Call the housekeepers, come over real quick.
Cleaning lady. Yeah.
Same thing. Call the cleaning lady. Come
Okay,
clean up the
shows?
house.
House of Ninjas.
House of the Ninja. House of Ninjas is pretty good, dude. I'm like 4 episodes in it. It's quirky as fuck.
Yeah, but it's in a
bloody
foreign
as
language, so you
Well,
obviously are
yeah,
reading
it's-
subtitles.
it's
So
Japanese.
subtitles aren't your thing,
So it's Japanese,
which aren't
but
mine.
it's pretty
so.
fun. House of Ninjas, pretty good. And then the other one we started
I
watching,
found Unexplained. The
Files
Unexplained.
of the Unexplained is
Yes.
pretty good.
It's really good.
And it's got different.
The first one's a
stories.
little slow,
but
but
they're like 30 minutes, 25 minutes.
something
They're
30
kinda
to 30 to
fast.
40 minutes. The first one was kind of slow, and I was a little concerned. I shared this with you last night, but the next two have been really good.
Yeah, one of them got
So-
kind of racial and shit like that. It was weird.
Well, yeah, about the special ed or special needs guys.
Oh no, that got kind of like
Well, that one got.
that one got kind of that was very California-ish. Well, the people on it
Well,
were
they both
from
kinda-
California.
The only thing, and people
So
are
they
going to
kinda
say,
were like- they
there's
were-
always a naysayer in every show. And
They
that annoys
were,
me.
they were offended by the word retard that was used back in 1984.
84. I'm getting confused with this
Like,
story that was 89.
Retard was a thing back
That was the
then.
word that you used.
We didn't have special needs. That didn't exist.
But it's good. It's a really good show.
Good show. Go check it out.
And it doesn't tax your brain. So it's great for
Yeah, it's
a
just
day where
background
you,
kind of shit.
it's great for a day that you've been plugged in way too much and you're like, I just want noise with some entertainment.
Your butt plugs
my
are
butt-
in just way too long.
I can't take you anywhere.
It's true. If your butt plug's been in too long, go out and watch Files of the Unexplained. Chances are, the last episode, I think they had butt plugs in people. The alien one,
I don't know. Crazy.
they probably did.
All right. Well, on
That's
that
how they
note,
charged him back up after they killed him with butt plugs. Cheers. You guys
happy Wednesday.
go out, like and subscribe, do all the things if you don't mind. On your way out, hit the thumbs up.
Give us some
button.
comments because
Yeah.
I know it seems silly, but it does help us.
Yeah, on the actual comments, not in the chat. Be like, fuck you, Greg. I like butt plugs. I don't care.
Wait.
In the
What?
comments.
No, I'm talking about go out and give us when you do your review. Do a
Even on the
review.
YouTube video, put a comment out there. Butt plugs rule.
Okay.
I don't know.
Um,
Whatever. You guys ready? Cheers. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys. Have a great
Love it.
rest of the week. Love you.
Welcome